Let's go through these and see how well you did. The highest point of a county is 1,283 feet. Well, do we have to add anything and divide by the number of pieces? We only have 1 point, so it can't be mean. Is the highest point in the county talking about a middle value? No. Is the highest point the highest you can get, the most? That would be a mode. The difference between the youngest and the oldest is 6 years. Well, difference means subtraction, and the range is where we did our subtraction, from the lowest to the highest. Isn't the youngest actually the lowest in age? Isn't the oldest the highest in age? Number 2 would be range. Most of the babies born on Friday. Well, most kind of should jump out at you. That would be mode. The average time spent on the computer, this should be computer. I hope you filled in that R in your head. The average time spent on computer is 2 hours per day. So here we have average. That would be the mean, because this is what we're actually doing. When you add the data and then divide by the number of pieces of data, you're finding the average. So number 4 would be average. Half the students graduated with honors. Okay, this half tells us that that's the middle point. So that would be the median. Temperature of 80 degrees for 4 days this week. In this case, you would have to know a little bit about the calendar, or science in this case, where you would have 7 days in a week. So that part of marking time, you would realize that 4 days is over the halfway point of the week, since there's 7 days. 4 of them were 80, so that would be mode. The most of the days were 80 degrees. Number 7, during which hour would a crossing guard be needed? Well, why would you need a crossing guard? What are they for? Here's where we put a relationship, or we're talking about the correlation of the data. Why would you need a crossing guard? Is there a crossing guard at school? When do you have that crossing guard stay outside all day? Or are there peak times for when the crossing guard is needed? Isn't the crossing guard needed when you have the most traffic? When the most children are being dismissed or arriving to school? So that would be mode. This is another way of suggesting mode. Half of our family speaks French. Half, when you see the halfway mark, you should be thinking of median. That's the middle value. And the middle of the data points was halfway. Tornado touched down on Main Street and lifted at Town Lane. So the tornado came and hit the ground, and then it traveled along the ground for a while until it finally went back up the funnel. So we're talking about range here, where it started and where it stopped. Number 10, more people buy vanilla ice cream than any other brand. So that's, even though it says more people, you would be having a group, because that would certainly be, like a whole lot of people. So more of the group buys it, so that would be most, or the mode. 11, cost of a mid-priced car. In this case, mid probably gave this one away. That's the median, or the middle. Number 12, part-time position, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. A part-time position is somebody that works just a part of the day. And we have a range of hours here from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So that would be range. Kind of like the tornado. It touched down, it went a while, and then lifted back. This part-time person works from 9 a.m. and then works until 2 and then goes home. Yearly average salary. Here's this word average. That's a mean, where you add up all of the money that a person has made and then divide by the amount of time that person has worked. So that's a mean calculation. And the last one, lifespan of a particular moth. So a lifespan would be from the time that moth was hatched, so born, until the time that it died. So that would be a range, the lifespan. How did you do?